have the attribute. When I am talking about the attribute, attributes which include the href, and we have the source for image, and we have the style to give this styling to every HTML element. Coming to the source, when I am talking about attribute src, here we have the attribute and we have the src. When I just say this, it is going to change the source of the specific image which we have selected. For example, here I use a dollar sign under which I am going to select the image, and we have the attribute under which we have src, and I am going to change the specific source of this image to the k.png, and it is going to change that, and it is going to reload the image link into this image. And this is how that's very easy. And in the what we call as a JavaScript or ES6, it is very complicated because we have to write the whole code and we have to add that specific link, and which will take up a lot of a space, where this jQuery is very simple. And next we have attribute href. Whenever I use href, it is going to change the link of a specific element of the HTML. For example, if I select that a and I just add the attribute href and k.com, then it is going to change that specific href link to the k.com. And this is how we go with href. At last we have the style, and you just have to add attribute and style under which this space you have to write the normal css code, the css code which you used to write in the css page. Just like that you can able to mention here, and this is how it is very easy. And this is how we go with the get context and attribute. Now I am going to discuss about the attributes in the jQuery. Yes, the attribute which include the style, href, source. We can able to change those all things using the jQuery. And first of all, I go with the image, means changing the source. I come here in the HTML, I just remove these all things, and I'm going to add an image, and image. And under the source, I'm going to add the image which I copied from the Pixabay. Well, Control Z. I just add some of the image which I copied from the Pixabay, and I just save it. And here in the JS, whenever user clicks that button, it is first going to select that specific image, then it is going to add the attribute. Under the attribute, it is going to change the source to a different one. Here I am going to add a different source, and I just save it. When I come here in the HTML, I just open it in a default browser. As you can have a look at here, we have an image, image of some mechanical instrument. When I just user clicks it, it is going to change the image. As you can have a look at here, it changed the image completely. This is how we go with the changing the source of an image or source of an video using this jQuery attributes. Next we are going to discuss about different href. I just change here, I just type a, and under the href I am going to add pixabay.com, and I just save it. Under the JS, I am going to remove this a and remove this image, and here I am going to remove this source to href, and here I am going to add the facebook.com. I just save it, and here I am going to change it, and I haven't added any link here. We have to add facebook.com, or I say Pixabay. I mentioned here Pixabay, and here I just reload the site. As you can have a look at here, whenever I click it, a new page opens which is a Pixabay. At the same mode of time, whenever user clicks it and next clicks it here, it is going to show you the facebook.com. and this is how we go with the changing the href of an link. And next we are going to change what we call as a style.
For that I am going to remove this. I am going to add a div, and to that div I am going to add well, hello world. And as you can have a look at here in the JS or in the CSS, I'm going to remove these all things, and I'm going to add the div. For that I'm going to add the color as red, and the font family as well, career new sans serif. And next I'm going to add a font weight as lighter, and that's all. I'm going to add a font size around 50 pixel, and I'm saving it. And here when I just reload the site, as you can have a look at here, well, I'm going to change the word. I have written mistakenly a wrong one. Here I'm going to add word. The CSS I misses something. I just save it. Here I'm going to reload the whole site. As you can have a look at here we have hello world with the font family of career new, and we have font weight lighter. And whenever user clicks that specific thing, I'm going to change the style. Here in the href I'm going to change the style, and here I'm going to add some different styles. I'm going to add a color as a blue, and color as a blue, and font weight as a bold. And this is how we go with it. I just reload the site. Whenever user clicks it, it is going to get a bolder font with the blue as a font color. And this is how we change the style of or you can say the CSS of an HTML image using the jQuery. And this is how we go with attributes.
Next we have the add elements, under which we have append and prepend. Next we are going to discuss with the after and before. First of all, when I am talking about append, whenever you select specific element and you use append, the specific text which you have mentioned in the append here, it is going to be updated after this text. Means if you have previously some text here, if you use append and word, it is going to be updated after the specific what we call as word in the P. For example, here I use P, and under which we have hello, and I just selected this P and appended with the word, and it is going to be updated as P and hello world. Means this, whenever I use the append, the everything which we mentioned the append is getting updated inside the tag. Here we have the tag, inside the tag it is getting updated. And at the same mode of time, when I use prepend, it is updated here at the first of the specific text. If you use a hello, it is getting updated before that, and but within the specific tag, you have to mention within the specific tag. Yes, it is updated within the specific tag. Next we have the after and before. As I discussed append and prepend, what is the difference between append and after, prepend and before? Whenever you use append, the specific text is updated inside the tag, but when you use after, the specific text is updated outside the tag. For example, here I use a P under which we have hello, and I select the P and I just use dot after and I mention the word. Then the word is getting updated after the tag, not inside the tag. And this is why we use the after to update anything which is outside that. And whenever I use before, well, the text or word is getting updated, but it is outside that specific text, and it is before only, but it is outside the text. As you can have a look at here, it is outside the text. And this is the difference between append, prepend, after and before, which is very useful. Next we have the remove method. whatever we have added in the after, before, or append and prepend, we can able to remove that using this remove method. You don't need to add any huge syntax. You just have to select the specific element which is with after and before, and you have to use that remove, and it is going to remove that. And at the same mode of time, if you want to make it empty, then you can use dot empty. And this is all about the remove method, and I am going to discuss these all things in the VS Code in the clarity. Thank you. Well, now I am going to discuss about append, prepend, after and before methods. First of all, going with append method. In the append method, as discussed in the presentation, it is going to append the word. In prepend, it is going to prepend, and in the after, it is going to add after, and before, it is going to add before. And to discuss that, first of all, I have created a p tag in which it is with the id, name, test, and with the in a HTML word, and we have the div under which we have the child p, and div is a parent of p. And here I am going to add I am going to select the test hash test, and I am going to append the hello, and I am going to add some space, and I just save it. And here I am going to add the console.log, and under which I am going to select the div, and next I am going to add the inner HTML. To get the inner HTML of div, we are going to add the HTML, and here comes, I just reload the site. I have already opened the developer tool, and I just click it. Whenever I click it, the hello is appended to the p, means id test. And as you can have a look at here, this is how it is added. We have word to which the hello is added in the test. And next I am going to add the prepend. Whenever you add the prepend, it is added at the end of that specific text, and I just reload the site. And here whenever I click it, we have the hello world. This is how the hello world is added. And next we have the after. Whenever we use after, it is added after the specific tag. Whenever I just add after, I just reload, and I just reload the site. This is how the after is added. Here we have p id test world, and the hello is added after that specific tag. And this is what the difference between append and after. And we have before. Whenever I use before, it is added before the specific tag, and just reload and click it. Here we have hello world, and hello is added before the specific p tag. And next we have the remove. Well, to get a remove, as you can have a look at here, I just select hash test, and I'm going to remove what I have added. I just remove, and under remove I'm going to add the hello, and I just save it. Well, I just save it, and here I reload the site. I click it. Wait a minute, we just have to add after here. It is going to work for that specific thing. Whenever I just add after, I just reload the site, and wait. Well, I have made bit a mistake that we are unable to remove the specific text. We can able to remove whole tag itself. Therefore, I just removed the text which is between this remove, and just added directly remove. I just save it, and here comes, I just reload the site. Whenever I click it, the word is removed, but it is displayed here because the displaying is already in this format and removed in this format. And this is how we go with it. I just click it. Here we have removed word successfully using the remove method. Here we have console, which is the text which is already present, and this is how we go with the remove method. Well, do subscribe our channel for regular updates. Thank you.